Yo, TJ here. We thought we'd make a guide for all the weapons in Monster Hunter Rise to help you guys get a better understanding of how each one works. These guides are aimed to be more beginner friendly rather than anything too advanced. Although, if you're looking for a refresher on a weapon, you're more than welcome. And with that, let's get right into it. In this video, I'll be covering the Gunlance. This is the more offensive counterpart to the lance, trading its strong counterattacks for powerful explosive shells. To start, we'll look at some of the basic combos. The X combo is a set of 3 lateral thrusts. You can start this by pressing L plus X to do a lunging up thrust. This is especially helpful when you're just far enough away from the monster and want to close the gap. You can follow that up with the X combo for your lateral thrusts, or by pressing X plus A to do an overhead smash. After the overhead smash, you have the option to press X to go into a wide sweep. If you press X plus A, you'll get this rising slash, which can also be followed by the overhead smash into the wide sweep. And now that we're through the physical hits, it's time to put the gun in Gunlance. Pressing A lets you fire an explosive shell. Shells deal static damage, so they're unaffected by your sharpness or where you hit on the monster. Shelling also consumes sharpness every time it's performed. You can reload your shells by pressing ZR plus A to do a full reload, or ZR plus A after an attack to do a quick reload. After a quick reload, you have the option to press X to get a rising slash, A to shell again, or X plus A to do an overhead slash. Shelling after an overhead smash will result in a burst fire. This unloads all the shells currently loaded, dealing damage for each shell in the fire. The Gunlance also has access to another attack called the Worm Stake Cannon. You can only have one of these loaded at a time, and it's indicated by the bullet casing icon in the top left corner of the screen. This attack can only be reloaded from a full reload. The Worm Stake Cannon can be used in a few places by pressing X after any wide sweep, pressing A after shooting 2 shells at once, or pressing X plus A after a rising slash. And last, but certainly not least, if you press X plus A while guarding, you'll fire off this massive shot called the Wyvern Fire. This shot refreshes over time, and it takes a while to come back, so try not to miss. For the Gunlance, your main gameplay is going to be playing around your different shot types. If your Gunlance is using normal type shots, try using more burst fires to take advantage of how many shells normal types have. If you're using wide shots, you're going to want to weave your shells between your attacks more often, because they'll deal the most damage that way. The lack of total shots aren't enough to make proper use of the burst fire. And long shells sit somewhere in the middle, having enough shells so you don't have to reload as frequent if you weave your shells, and having enough shells that the burst fire is still a good option. Otherwise, be sure to keep an eye on your sharpness. It's important to do so with all weapons, but shelling burns sharpness really fast, resulting in your non-shelled attacks dealing less damage. With that, thank you all for watching, and make sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Monster Hunter Rise, including more weapon tutorials. Check out the video on the right for more content you might be interested in. Until next time, bye!